Good morning. Being Saturday, it's kind of nice to have a day that's a little more laid back. I've been talking about the Masters golf tournament all week long, and you can tell I'm still in the spirit with my Masters golf cup and my Latrobe hat that I got while I was up in Latrobe visiting Arnold Palmer's hometown. In the Masters, Jack Nicklaus won 6 tournaments. Arnold Palmer won 4. They were intense rivals. In 1962, Jack Nicklaus won his first professional tournament, and that was the 1962 U.S. Open, and he beat Arnold Palmer. The two of them would go back and forth throughout the 1960s. They were the two stars. In 1962, Arnold Palmer won the Masters. 1963 was Jack Nicklaus. 64 was Arnold Palmer. 65 was Jack Nicklaus. 66 was Jack Nicklaus. No, they were amazing. Jack would win 6. Arnold would win 4. They just helped to dominate the golf scene. They caused a real buzz about golf and really changed golf in the American culture. Arnold Palmer, had grown up as the son of a groundskeeper. He'd grown up poor. And he had Arnie's Army. Everybody followed him because he was the everyday man, and he visited with the crowds. Jack Nicklaus, he had grown up rich. He had grown up at the country club. He was much more reserved and didn't so much go out with the crowds and stayed focused during the tournament. They were very different people. And in the early days, there was an intense rivalry that didn't always go well. There was tension between the two men. But as the years went by, they could see they both would always be great. And what began to happen was a tremendous respect grew for each other, and there was a real kindness. They began to speak kindly about one another and play in each other's tournaments, and you could just see something was changing. As the years went on, Jack and Arnold would put on lots of exhibitions. Arnold would come by and pick up Jack in his plane and take him to the tournament. The wives became good friends. The four of them would play golf together and cards together. They'd been there for one another throughout life, in the good times and in the hard times. They became great friends. Because as they would say, we saw to win was great, but you knew how the other person felt, and so you were kind. If you lost, you knew how the other person felt to win and what it was like to have that pain. They understood each other, and they cared for one another. They said, after all, it is only a game. They had a different perspective about it. Well, one year when they were playing in the Masters tournament, obviously going head to head, each of them wanting one desperately to win, it fell on a Sunday morning. The final round of the Masters fell on a Easter Sunday morning. And instead of heading right out to the practice range, as most players would do, Arnie and Jack found themselves in church. And a sports writer was asking them about it. What are you doing going to church? And they said, well, it is the Masters Day. Tomorrow, Sunday, was supposed to be the final round of the Masters golf tournament. And again, tomorrow is going to be the Masters Day. It is Easter tomorrow, and we're going to be celebrating the good news that the tomb is empty and he is risen. We're going to sing, Christ the Lord is risen today. It's going to be incredible music and such a great celebration. I want to invite you to be a part tomorrow when we get together, 10:50, online. We're going to have a pre-concert starting 15 minutes early. If you want to share in some beautiful and inspiring music, then you can come and do that, or you can listen to that early for 15 minutes before the service starts at 10:50. It's going to be a great day. I hope you'll join tomorrow as we come together to celebrate the Masters Day.